And now to the COVID latest. Current trends seem to indicate that we could finally be reaching the top of this COVID patient surge. And that would certainly be welcome after consistently setting records for COVID patients for weeks. But while we are seeing hospitalizations overshadowing prior surges right now, we should mention that the hospitalization rate has been lower than with other surges. So tonight the CDC is shedding some light on how else this Omicron surge has been different and why. And this information comes courtesy of a new report released today. An agency study here finding that critical care counts during the Omicron surge lower than the Delta surge and the last winter surge. Now, hospital stays also shortest during this surge. Also seeing the death rate lower this time around too. So you might be wondering, why the difference here? Well, first of all, yes, it does seem likely that the Omicron variant seems to be less severe. And for many, there was some existing immunity from catching earlier versions of the virus. But there's something else too, and that's vaccination rates. So right now we can tell you 211 million Americans are fully vaccinated. Compare that to the Delta surge, 178 million fully vaccinated. And then finally last winter, 1.6 million people fully vaccinated. And of course, at that time, there were no boosters.
Vaccination with a booster is your best chance of avoiding severe complications from COVID, which include hospitalization and death.
And so we mentioned that it seems like the patient rise is slowing. We wanted to give you a visualization of that trend. So this graph shows the average daily increase in patient counts. And you could see that earlier this month, that's this big peak here. We saw the fastest rise in patients of the whole pandemic. But since then, things have slowed. We are getting close.